Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aisha. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew a pant trouser. So the material we'll be needing: our fabric, the Ankara that I will be using, chalk, taper, scissors, French curve, and the measurement we'll be using. So the measurement we will need for our pant trouser: you will need the full length, your hip measurement, the full length of your trouser from your waist to your ankle, your hip measurement, your waist measurement, your crotch measurement, your tat measurement, and your knee measurement. So to get our length measurement, you measure your full length from the waist, where your client wants our trouser to start from. So from the waist, you measure it to the ankle. So, and the hip measurement, you take your hip measurement around. So, and the waist measurement also. The crotch measurement: in taking your crotch measurement, to get a perfect crotch measurement, you ask your client to sit. You can see the picture I post. So that's the sitting position of your client. You will ask your client to sit that way. So you will take the measurement from the waist to that sitting position. So that's how to get the perfect crotch measurement. And you measure your tat measurement. You take your tat measurement around. That's the lap. You take it around. So, and your knee measurement, you take your knee measurement. So your knee measurement, you might need it and you might not need it. It depends on how tight the person wants it. So you might need it and you might not need the knee measurement. So in this tutorial, so I will be showing you every part of it. So let's start. I'll fold my fabric into two. This is it. So how to get the folding parts: the hip is the widest part of the trouser. You divide your hip by 4 and add 3 inches to it. So that's how I got my folding part this way. So this is my starting point. So I will be starting from here. So this is my starting point. So as you can see. So now first we'll be taking our full length measurement. The length we are using is 41.5. And I will be making use of 1.5 inch for my band. So I will be adding band to my trouser. So from 41.5, I will be taking out 1.5 inch from my 41, which I will be left with 40 inches. So now I will be taking 40 inches here on the as the length, minus that 1.5 inch. So I'll be taking 40 inches here as the full length. So this is it. So I will be adding 2 inches as the folding aspect at the ankle side. So we'll be folding it in. So I'll be adding 2 inches for my folding. So this is the 2 inches. So this is it. So now we'll be taking our hip length, crotch length, and knee length. So the hip length I'm making use of 9. The normal hip length is 8, but as for this trouser, I'm making use of 9 inches. So I will be minusing 1.5 from my 9 inches. So I'll be taking out 1.5 inch from my 9 inches because I'm adding band to it. So this is it. So as for the crotch, I'm making use of 11 inches for my crotch. So I will be minusing 1.5 inch from my crotch also. So this is the crotch length. So this is 11 inches. So as for the knee measurements, I'm making use of 22 for my knee. So I will be minusing 1.5 from it. I will be minusing 1.5 from it. So this is it. So this is my knee. So we've already taken our full length measurement. So now I'll come to this side here, to the waist here. I will remove 1 inch from the waist here. I'll come to the nail. Let me draw it for you to see. This is the nail line. I will be removing 1.5 inch at this side of my nail. So at the ankle side, I will be removing 2.5. So this is it, 2.5 inches. So this is it. Same thing applies to the folding part. So this is it. So I'll be giving it shape now. So let's shape it. The reason for that is for us to get a perfect shape. So from here, I'll be shaping it. You connect it from here. You can see. So from here. So I'll be making use of this, my French curve, for the straight part of it, because I can't find my ruler. So you blend here very well. So this is it. So now we'll be taking our circumference measurements. So you come to your waist. From here, the waist I'm using is 41. You will divide your waist. As for this trouser, I'm not adding that to the front part, but I will be adding that to the back aspect. So you will come to your waist here. You divide your waist into 4. So 41 divided by 4. So this is it. So from there, I will be adding 2 inches to it. So this is my 2 inches here. You can see. So I'll come to the hip. So the hip I'm using is 44. 44 divided by 4. That will give us 11 inches here. So from there, I'll be adding 1 inches to my hip. So this is 1 inch here. So I'll come to my crotch. The height I'm using is 27. The height I'm using is 27. You divide your height by 2 to get your crotch. So here, I will be dividing my height by 2. That will be giving me 27 divided by 2. That will give us 13.5. So this is my 27 plus 1.5 inch. You will add 1.5 inch to it. So this is our 1.5 inch here. So now I'll be shaping it. So from here, you can use your ruler, your French curve. So I'm making use of my own free hand. So this is it. This is the shape. You can see. Here you add 2 inches to your waist. At the hip, you add 1 inch to your hip. At the crotch, you add 1.5 to your height. You measure your height. You divide your waist by 4, your hip by 4. You divide your height by 2. So and add 1.5 inch to it. So that's how I got my height. So now we will come into our nail. So this is our nail. So you divide your nail also by 2. So my nail, the nail I'm making use of is 18. So this is 18. 18 divided by 2. That will give me 9. So this is 9. So I'll be adding 1 inch to it. So this is 1 inch that I'm adding to it. So this is the 1 inch. So now I'll come to my ankle. So at my ankle, I'm making use of 10 inches. This is my 10 inches here. So you can see, so this is my 10 inches at the ankle. I'm making use of 10 inches. So now I'll be shaping it. You can see the way I shape it. So So now we come to our waist. So you can see the shape. So this is it. I've shaped it. So now we come to our waist. We'll be giving it a slant shape. So here you will come to this side. You will come down by 1 inch. So this is our 1 inch. We'll be coming down by 1 inch here at the waist. So you come down by 1 inch. This is our 1 inch. So I will be making it a slant shape. So I'll be slanting it. So this is it. So from here, so this is it. That's all about our front part of the trouser. So this is it. I'll be cutting it out. The front part of our trouser. So this is it. So I've laid the front aspect on the back. I also fold it into 2. You can see it. I fold the back aspect also into 2. So this is it. I've laid the front on the back aspect. So this is our crotch here. This is our crotch line. So you come to your crotch line. You measure 1.5 inch. So this is 1.5. So I'll be taking 1.5 inch here. So this is 1.5. You'll be going out by 1.5 inch. So you will come here also. Here, you'll be taking 1.5 inch also. So from here like this, you will just go this way, 1.5 inch. So here I will be coming down by 0.3, not half inch, is 0.3. So I'm coming down by 0.3. So this is it. So from here, so I'll just bend my hand this way. So you come this way from here like this. So here I'll be taking 1.5 inch also here from this hip line. So you come outward by 1.5 inch. So you come to this side, you go down by 0.3. So and you curve it, you give it a curve. So this is it. So now you've already removed 1 inch at the upper side here for the slant shape. So now I will be adding 2 inches to it. The 1 inch I remove at the front plus another 1 inch, making 2 inches. So I will be adding 2 inches to it back. So this is it. This is the 2 inches. So I'll come up this way. So this is it. So now I'll be bringing it up here. Let me make use of my French curve. So this is it. So from here now, so I'll be bringing it up. So this is the line. So you go up, upward. You at the front we come down. So at the back we go upward. So this is the back aspect as for the upper parts. So also we are adding that to the back aspect. You will come to this side here at the waist. You come here, you add 1 inch. Let me move it so that you'll be able to see it very well. So here you add 1 inch to it. So that 1 inch that we are adding to the back aspect. So this is our 1 inch dart. So from there you curve it. So you curve it to this hip side. So you curve it downward here. So this is it. So this is our dart. So now we come to our nail. So at the nail here, we'll be adding 1 inch to it. And also at the ankle side, we'll be adding 1 inch also to it at the ankle side here. So we'll be adding 1 inch also. So this is it. So we'll be straightening it, make it a straight. And you come here also from here, from this 1.5. So you can see my hand, the way I curve it. So from this 1.5, I curve it this way. So this is it. So now I will be cutting the back aspect out also. So let me cut at these parts here, at this side. You don't need to add any inches to this part. You don't need any inches here. Just the dart that we are adding to the back aspect. Just the dart that we are adding to the back aspect. That's what you need at this side. So this is the dart. So you don't need to add any inches to it. So just this part, you add 1 inch to it at the nail and at the ankle side. So now I will be cutting it out. Adding pockets to the front part because I want my trouser to have pockets. So showing you how to cut out pockets. So here you come to this side of at the waist, this side here at the waist, you measure 2 inches. So this is 2. You come downward by 7 inches. So this is 7 inches. So now you will be giving it a curve shape. So this is it. So you'll be giving it a curve shape. So this is the curve shape. So now I'm cutting it out. Our pockets, to cut out the pockets. So for another pieces, you place it this way. So you will be taking the measurements from here downward. We'll be making use of 11 inches. So this is 11. We'll be making use of 11 inches for the length. So this is it. So as for the width, I will be making use of 6.5. So this is 6.5. So now you place your trouser. You can see this is the pocket side. You place it here. You place it this way. You can see the way I place it. So you place it this way and you cut it out. So this is it. You can just give it a curve shape here. Let me cut one first, so I'll look for another one to cut the second part. So you can just see, so this is it. You just cut it straight. So this is our pocket. I've cut the two parts so to hit this way, so you can see it. So that's how it will look like after sewing it. So about the cutting of our trouser, so now I'll be showing you the sewing part of it. So this is the front aspect, this is the pocket. So I'll be sewing the pocket on the front aspect first. So now let me do that. So you pick one of the pockets, the one that will shape, so you can see it. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So and you pick one of the trouser, one of the front side. So this is it. So you face the right side with the right side. You can see the way I place it. So now I will sew it downward. So now I'll be notching it. You notch it all around for it to lay. So now I will top stitch it, so you can see the way I fold it. So you place your sewing here. You can see it. This is it. So now I'll be placing the right side to the right side. So this way. You can see it. You can decide to sew it in and you can decide to sew it outside. But as for me, I will be sewing it out. So I will just sew it this way. This is it. So now come to this side. So you sew it downward here. You come here also to the upper part here. So sew it. This is our side pocket. You can see it. This is it. So can see. So you can see this is our pocket. You can see it. Thing applies to the other side. With the pocket, so this is it, the two side, and this is the other side. So this is it. So now I'll be joining it at the center here, but I'm adding zip to the front aspect. I'll be adding zip to this front aspect here. My zip will be at the center front, so I will need to take 8 inches for my zip. So I will need to take 8 inches here. From here I'll measure 8 inches downward. So after then, the remaining parts I'll join it together. So you can see, so here, from here now I will join it together. This is it. You can see it. So now I'll be joining the back aspect together also. So there's the back, so I'll be joining the back aspects together. So let me I will advise to sew the back aspect twice. Join the back aspects together. This is it. So as for the darts, I will be taking 4.5 inch from here. This is it. From here to this side, you will take 4.5 inch. It depends on how slim or how fat the person is. So I'll be taking 4.5 inch. So this is my 4.5 inch. So that's where my dart will be. So this is it. I'm using 4 inches downward. So this is it. So this is our dart. You can see it. This is it. In the front and the back aspect are the center here. So you pick the two at the center. Make sure it meets at the center. So, and you sew it downward. You sew it to this side and to the other side also downward. So let me do that now. It together at the center part here. So now I will need to iron it first before joining it at the side. So let me iron it. Let me give it a nice press. So before joining it at the side with the circumference. So on the two side, this is it. So before sewing the two side, I will advise you use office pin to hold it at the center part here where you are inserting your zip. So I've not fixed my zip, so I need to hold it here before taking my circumference measurement. So for me to get accurate measurement, so I will need to fixing my zip, and I will be cutting out the band, and I will be adding the band to it also. After then, I will be showing you the final look of the trouser. So let me do that for you. This is the final look of our pant trouser. So if you want to know how to fix the zip and the band, I will be dropping the link below. If you find this video helpful, you can kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for your support. Bye.